she hadn't seen that.
Interesting. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Two Nerds, One Quest. I am your host and DM, JC Dittmer, here with these four nerds because everyone's here today, which is a good thing. It is a very good thing, although I will miss the goblins. The goblins were fun. That man that was absent last week in the green fedora and the Milwaukee Brewers shirt, repping the baseball, is one Ryan Crixus Kukta. How you doing this morning, bud?
Oh, Boomtown, get 'em. Having a fantastic day. Saw Dune 2 last night and blew my mind away.
I gotta watch one yet.
Oh, yeah. You need to get into that world. It's pretty sweet. But, yeah, look forward to some, what do we call this, Pathfinder today.
Yeah. We do a little digital tabletop. Something like that.
Can't wait.
That man putting on his headphones, nodding along, is one Tom M. Norman. How are you doing this morning, buddy?
So many jokes about goblin.
Goblin.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Gobble.
So one of these times, one of these goblins needs to be named Dank.
Or Knob.
The Goblin Dank, or Goblin Knob. Dank, Knob, Slobber.
Yep.
We're gonna have a lot of fun.
That's what we should have done for our goblin names last week. God damn it.
Spits.
Spits. Swallows. Anyway, that man at the bottom of the screen but the top of my heart is one Rick LaFave. How you doing this morning, buddy?
Good morning.
He's also repping the Brewers.
Yep. Started working on Final Fantasy Rebirth this week, so in the new gaming. I would say to anybody interested in playing it, it's different than Remake. I mean, the combat's very similar, but now it's an open world, which makes it more like your traditional map with a bunch of icons to go do stuff on. Different from how Remake was.
Awesome.
Very interesting. I think my favorite thing about Remake is when like the ladies looked like directly at you. It was unsettling the first time it happened. I'm like, whoa, that's new.
I just learned something about John. He likes it when the ladies make eye contact. Check.
Oh yeah, always, dude, always. And last but not least, our lore master, our limerick maker, our lovable crew, Jeff Williams. How you doing this morning, buddy?
Good. I have no way to follow that up with anything more brilliant, so.
No, the Final Fantasies you play are pixelated, so.
Most of what I watch. Wait, never mind.
He's still stuck trying to get that HBO to work.
Yay. Breaking DM.
Squirreled squiggly screen. You got a recap for us, Jeff? And maybe a limerick?
I do a good
limerick for us?
Yeah, something like that. We had a lot of combat last week because we were still in the middle of one when we started with the High Priestess Nazkazarin, I think.
Yeah.
Syl was still paralyzed for most of that fight, but we did eventually get the priestess down. But Abed took her staff of necromancy and was a little too excited about that. So unfortunately, he can't use it yet today. But once we rest and he can load it up with some charges, he will be, a force. So the other thing in the room was a flesh golem that was not animated. Abed threw some fire at it to hopefully make it so that it can never be brought back. But we did then back out into the previous room where there was only one guy, but unfortunately now he had let in the rest of the ghouls, so another larger fight occurred. And in this fight, Crew got bit, which makes, I think, 3 of us that may be carriers for some ghoul fever. The fight went relatively well, although Abed decided to try out his new vomit swarm, including Crew in the targets, which Crew was not expecting and did not dodge. But Kain did finish the fight quickly, just as time was running out on our session last week. So your limerick is about this second battle here. Crew walked in and the battle's begun. Lady Syl dazzles the leading one. Abed belches a swarm. Kain's a murderous storm, but those ghouls just want to have fun. Or did, I guess.
Ghouls just want to have fun would have been a great show title.
It still could be.
Yeah. It's still possible. There's plenty of them on this level yet. So, for recap, stage 1 ghoul fever is Frost, Crew, and Kain. Yes.
I think
that's
so.
it.
Syl and
Yeah.
Kain and
Yep.
Crew.
Frost, Crew, and Kain. Okay. I just gotta mark that because you're gonna
Abed doesn't get near them, so
like a day later.
Abed's smart.
Abed understands what it is. He's done research. Oh, so what would you like to do? You got these ghoul bodies that are all dead in front of you. I'm removing them from the screen because they're dead.
Did we search the bodies already? They're just ghouls. But
You absolutely can. They're ghouls. They're piles of flesh and bone now at this
Yeah.
point.
they
Piles of
attack
Bone
with their
bones,
teeth and their claws.
piles of
yep,
gross.
teeth and claws.
Good
Piles
killers.
of growth.
I wouldn't say no to some healing if anybody had some healing or some
I'll
treat
jog
wounds.
back. I'll jog back and start a medicine check.
Yeah, who all actually? What is everybody doing at this point right now?
Healing Crew. Because he needs it.
right now, Lady Frost is probably treating wounds on Crew. Other than that, you would be looking around. There's not. We've already examined the room, and there's empty bookshelves. So there's a couple of doors here, but I'm not going to open them yet.
Yeah. Those doors, I was trying to look and see if those doors are labeled. I do not believe they are. I think the doors that are labeled, they're all labeled from the C11 side, which doesn't make any sense to you. There's a long hallway to the east here, to the west here, that turns at the very top of it. Yeah, all the doors in that hallway are labeled.
So it feels like this is really important, so I ended up re-rolling my medicine check, so in case that comes up later.
Oh boy.
But I rolled I rolled a 20 then. So
Ooh, nice. Very nice.
All right. So is that 2d8s?
that is
Is that what
not.
that is?
That is more than that. That is.
You rolled a 20 on the die.
Oh, you rolled a natural 20.
It's a critical success, so 4d8s.
4d8s. That's beautiful.
Wow.
Let's see. If you roll all 8s, I will almost be full.
Oh, yeah.
Almost.
Yeah.
You
That's a
won't
big gift.
you won't believe it. You won't believe what I rolled.
All ones and twos?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey, heal 9.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 dice. Ouch.
No, that's one. That's less than 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 3.
Wow.
Ouch.
That's brutal.
It is.
Hey, I'm at 13 now.
Yeah. Yes, you are.
And you can't treat wounds on you for another hour, so
Yep.
Yeah.
may want to
so-
extend some other healing tactic on Crew.
Does everybody else need any healing?
I can certainly
I'm at-
do a group heal if that would make sense.
I'm down 11.
I mean, for the amount you get, it might be worth it, to hit
All right.
3 or 4 people.
Abed's kind of fine.
Yeah, I'm fine, and I don't have my wand of healing right now
Good
because
looking,
that is
Tom.
being upgraded.
All right, I'll cast it and then I roll a d10 for it.
I missed what you said, John. It must have been good.
I said I meant good looking, Tom.
Oh, yeah.
He's so fine.
He's so fun.
Everybody take 1.
What? Who made Ryan the healer?
I think Norm knows how to treat wounds as well, don't you?
I do. Can I treat
Yeah,
wounds
but
on
I'm immune
somebody?
to all. I'm immune to all
can't do
treat
it
wounds.
to you.
He can do it to you.
Okay.
You can do it to me to try to get my 10 back, but he can't do it to you.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll
Give it a shot, Abed.
and that's a medicine check, correct?
Yep,
Yes.
you gotta beat a 15.
15 exactly.
Well, yeah,
job.
that's 2d8.
Very good.
8 healing. Roll better than Kupta.
Please.
What is it?
2.
We wasted
Huh.
two treat wounds and a heal spell, and we've healed a grand total of 2, 9. So it's 11.
I was going to try and put my camera on
and
my
3.
screen to show you.
Abed's
I'll
full,
take a
but
picture.
It would have been 4.
This is bonkers.
Do you
Maybe
guys
It's
want
just
to?
telling us it doesn't want us
Hey,
to stay in here.
in the next 10 minutes, can I get a tarot reading? Because I'm feeling like we need some divine intervention or some kind of warning here.
You'll never. So I pulled a tarot as I do before every session, and this one was the Hermit. So isolation.
Hmm.
So
This is why.
So
not
maybe we
ideal.
don't want to stray too far from where we are.
You may want to find some place familiar that is lockable and lock yourself away for a little while. Is what the card's saying.
Hmm.
Press on.
Well, I'm not a healer, so you can't expect
any
much from me.
potions or spells?
I have a potion, but I figure it's better for me to have it to bring Syl back just in case.
Okay.
Also, I think I'm still under the effects of the Bravo's brew for a short amount, so I'm actually confident that 14 hit points is more than enough.
All right. Are we pushing forward? All right. Where are you going?
All right. I
Left
think we
or
checked.
right?
Oh, we've got doors in here.
Yeah.
Down
Yeah.
south,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we still have a map for this level, like in game. We have this level on a map.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Okay.
the last level you have on a map.
Well, I'll check this door.
All right. Moving to that door.
As much fun as it would be to run back through the hallway all the way back to where we were and kind of keep that going, might as well.
That
stay
door's
here.
unlocked.
All right, I will move out of the way, and no, you know what? I'm still confident. I will open the door proudly.
And you open the door. Let me do this. Get the fog of war. We'll grab this and hit that. And this room, you open the door, and it reveals the walls that are lined up with tables, divided into several narrow carrels with old wooden chairs pushed in against them. Up on these are stacks of paper and tattered books that sit amid dry inkwells and brittle writing quills. To the south, there's a skeleton against the wall dressed in a shiny-looking chain shirt, and it lies slumped on the floor, clutching something in its bony hands.
All right. Checking for traps as I walk. I will walk through this room and
You
stop
detect
in
no
the
traps. Where's everyone
middle
else
of
going?
it. But I'll be like,
I was
"Hey, Abed, some books down here."
let the ones who can ping
Or
for magic
papers.
go ahead of me.
All right. So Miss Frost was going to look at Kain. Kain just kind of says ladies first. So Miss Frost
House.
will go in and ping to see if there's anything magical in this room.
I need a perception check from all three of you in there.
I would walk
Actually,
in as well and
all
look
four
at
of
the
you.
books. Once he said there's books, I'm looking.
Yeah. This looks a
Perception.
yes.
23.
Let me see. Hang on 1 second. I gotta see what the AC was of this. Yeah. You notice, as you're standing there, through the wall, to the east.
I had a 25, by the way.
Natural or dirty 20, not natural.
How do I not have? Oh, they're there. That's what there. My bad. Through the wall
Yes?
to the east comes a ghostly character. Looks similar in body shape and size to the skeleton on the wall. She looks up at you and says, "Why are you late? Sit down. Take your posts right away. There's scribing to be done. What do you guys do?
I'll look to Abed and Miss Frost because, like, why is the ghost telling us what to do?
I'm
Say, Miss Frost immediately then says, "It is not our post today. It is his post."
You
Then
are
I
the new
point out
scribe.
the door.
You are the new scribes, aren't you?
Can I do an occultism check to see if I recognize what kind of specter, or ghost, or whatever this is?
Yeah.
That would be occultism, right?
Yeah.
21.
21, best you can tell, she is a ghost that's tied to this body somehow, sitting over here. She says, "You're the new scribes. Take a seat. Start working. Right now."
We start
I'm
tomorrow.
afraid that
We're
the,
getting the lay of the
writing-
land today.
We're getting our tour of the plant.
She says, "Such insolence!" And
What-
like becomes very violent. I need you guys to roll initiative.
God damn it. You guys. I was gonna say with the
We're
20
listening.
with the 25, was there a place that I could see that there's a scribe, like a full setup, like something that I could sit down and start
all
working?
these chairs, all these chairs are lined up. They're all dry inkwells and everything. So let's see. Bring her up. What is hers? All right, cool. Oh, that's right. I don't have her as a actual in Wanderer's Guide. Holy
Guys in
cow.
your big mouths. That does not
You need to talk faster.
talk faster. Everybody's talking at once. By the time I was ready to
Abed,
say
what's
something,
your initiative?
it is 8.
8.
You also need to roll higher if you want to talk to her. Talk her down.
Crew.
11.
And
There's
I'm
your
right where I
11.
want to be.
There's your 11.
Kain.
Yeah, I'm number 1. Another number 1.
12.
Well,
You're number 2.
And Miss
You're
Frost.
number 2.
12.
12. Ooh,
God damn.
diggity dog. She didn't even need to roll to beat all you.
Cool.
Who would be? Let's see, Crew. You're the closest right there.
Doc.
She is going to. Oh, this might end up really actually sucking quite well. 21 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
Feels hit-ish.
Funny, doesn't look hiddish.
That is 22 negative damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
She then cries out, and I need everyone else to make a will save.
$28.
Okay, you succeed.
24.
You just succeed.
20.
20, you fail. So you are slowed 1. Means you have 1 less action per turn. And then it becomes Kane's turn.
Can I take a free action to yell at Kain and tell him to be diplomatic and tell... Or, like, can I take a free action to yell at the ghost?
You don't need to do it. Kane's going to sit at the table there
Okay.
and tell her that the inkwell is dry and he needs supplies.
Okay. Yeah. She goes, 1 minute, I will get you supplies. All right. Who is next? Miss Frost.
I'm gonna heal Kain or Crew. I'm sorry.
I'm not done.
Yeah, you're not.
Take the healing. You still need it, right?
Crew. And then
Take 2 actions to heal
God.
Crew then.
Yep. So Crew, you're up at 4.
Yes.
Okay, you didn't do the 2-action heal?
Oh yeah, sorry.
'Cause that's +8, right?
12.
12.
Sorry,
Okay.
12.
Yeah, that is better.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I'll take it.
And then Miss Frost's turn is done.
Yeah. Do you face any specific direction?
The broad?
That you face her? Okay.
Yep.
Crew, it is your turn. You are prone on the floor. What do you do?
Okay, Bravo Brew wore off. I will stand up. I will walk to the nearest desk and sit down and say, "Yes, ma'am."
All right. Okay. Abed, it's your go.
So I stood up and I sat down.
Yeah, Abed will turn. Well, he's already looking at her, but I'm gonna say, we apologize for the misunderstanding, my fine lady. We shall do as you please, and I'll sit down as well.
Okay. I'm going to just kind of pop Crew in here. I'm gonna pop you in one of them.
Yep, I was just about
Yeah.
to move myself
Yeah.
over.
Move yourself in a square. There. Gets back to her turn. She says, I don't understand why everyone is so resistant initially. And she looks directly at Miss Frost with her hands on her hips. And then says, I'm waiting. And it is Kane's turn. You're just going to hold until she brings supplies back.
I do want to look at that skeleton that's across the way that you said looks similar in stature to her. I guess from where I'm at, can I spy anything on it that might be linking, that looks like a pendant or a charm or something that might be, it died, that was important to it?
He's got something wooden clutched in her hands about the size of a book.
Okay.
Maybe a little larger.
All right, yep, I'll just hang in my desk.
All right. Miss Frost.
All right, Miss Frost. All right, Miss Frost will go sit down and like cross her arms and just like stare at the bitch.
Such insolence. Crew. Is there anything you want to do?
With nothing else to do, I'll just investigate whatever's on the desk.
Okay.
So there's papers or something.
There are like 3 or 4 books to the left, and then there's a stack of papers, and one of the books is open, and there is some writing on the paper. Like it looks like it was being transcribed from a different language. The inkwells are dry. But she seems satisfied that you have all sat down. She is. Once she kind of looks around and sees you all sitting down, she nods her head and she turns around and she goes up to the wall and she acts like she's touching the wall and then glides right through the wall.
Are we still in initiative?
Kind of.
Okay. When it's my turn, I would...
You have, what I'm going to say is you have some amount of time here. Not much, but some amount of time here as she's going to get supplies.
All right, I'm going to dive on the skeleton.
Yep. Yeah, that's literally exactly what I was going to do because I saw the link between the skeleton and the ghost. I was going to go to the skeleton to see what was there.
Okay, Abed, you going to the skeleton, you realize she has a picture frame stuck in her hands.
So, me as a human being right now, I have no idea how you get rid of ghosts, but how would Abed, like, Abed would probably know, like, some kind of banishment or some kind of way, I would assume.
What we've kind of been
Make-
encountering here is that things are tied to memories, and maybe we have a way to break those ties, but I don't think we've actually broken many. So
I'm going to take the picture frame and go sit back in my seat.
Pulling the picture frame out of her hands and turning it around, you realize it's a framed photo of Volok Azrene. You've heard this name. The Spooky Wisp. And that whole shop up there was all Volok's shop. He was an assistant to Bellicora, as far as you know. And this was clutched to her chest.
Is the doll able to tell me anything about it?
Do you ask the doll?
Yeah.
Yeah. Doll says, that's Chandriu. She like Volok.
Yikes.
Yeah. Volok, when Bella Cora died, Volok. Chandriu said, Volok, let's leave. We can leave now. We can start a new life together. And he spurned her and said, Bella Cora needs us now in death even more than in life. And devastated that poor. And suddenly the doll just shuts up as she comes gliding back into the room.
Well, while he was talking, could I search the body for anything other than the picture frame?
Make an investigation check.
And I'll say I'm looking like hidden pockets and things too. So natural 20 for 27 on the perception.
Yes. The chain shirt that she is wearing is actually in very, very good condition. It is, also, below the chain shirt and under the portrait, there is a tiny iron key on a piece of leather around her neck. The leather is very brittle and breaks really easily if you grab the key.
I'll take the key and go back to my seat quickly.
She comes back out and she mimics carrying a bottle of ink and comes over to you, Kain, and sets this, what you think she's carrying a bottle of ink, sets it down by you, says, there you go. And then continues to monitor you guys, walking around every once in a while and looking over your shoulders at what you're doing. She comes over by Miss Frost. Start scribing. You've taken your seat, now start scribing. And she walks over by.
I'm new. What is it I'm supposed to be scribing?
Books were Gosh, they send me scribes that don't know anything. We are translating the books into Undercommon for the library.
Into Undercommon?
Into Undercommon, yes.
Okay. Good thing I speak Undercommon.
She comes over. Exactly, that's why you were hired, she says. She comes rolling up behind Kain. Crew.
Crew would be mimicking, drawing the same symbols that are already on the page, but he doesn't have any way to actually draw it, so he's just like invisible pen.
She nods, she says, very good, and continues on and goes and looks over Abed's shoulder. As Abed, what are you doing?
So, as she approaches Abed,
yes,
I will. Once she looks over my shoulder, I'm going to turn and face her.
Yes.
And say, Volok wanted me to inform you that you are free now. You are free to leave and meet him. He is waiting for you.
Meet him? Where? Where did he say?
He says you know the spot. It is your secret spot.
Make a diplomacy check.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I suck at these. 10.
10?
I would just continue, like, assuring her that Volok is waiting and that he says to be free.
He said Bellicora needs us now more than ever. We were free. He chose this. She walks further down the road
John,
and looks over the... Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, is there a chance the doll knows where that secret spot would be?
The mention of a secret spot, it was the fumble that Abed made. Watching, that's when you saw her demeanor change. Mentioning a secret spot.
I just wonder if I could mention exactly where it is that might resonate.
What?
Right.
Can I do a perception check to see if I recognize that's where I screwed up?
Sure, yeah.
14.
14. As you didn't recognize it in the moment, but as you're sitting at the desk thinking back about it, that might have been the thing. She continues down along the line and is looking over the shoulders of imaginary scribes and just acting like she's monitoring the room, like she is the master of scribes here.
Her name's Chandrio?
When she's looking out...
What
was that?
Her name was Chandrio?
Chandriu.
Oh, Chandriu.
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 Chandru?
Chandriu, I believe that Volek is waiting for you, and he... Maybe it's not a secret spot that he mentioned, but he said you would know the location of where he would be.
Enough talk about Volek. She continues. She goes around the corner. She's headed south to the room. She starts going up the side, and when she gets to the point where the door is, she touches the wall and goes in again through the wall. You guys have some time by yourself sitting here.
Does somebody else want to take a chance? I have the picture. This is his picture, and I didn't show it to her yet, but she doesn't seem to be enjoying my conversation.
I would dive to the wall and see if there's any way if there's something to open or anything. Specifically looking for a keyhole for a tiny iron key.
Make a perception check.
21.
Yeah, you find actually there's no keyhole, but there's a rock that when pushed will reveal a secret door.
Yeah, I will do that.
You push the rock and the door slides open and she's sitting there. She turns around and comes face to face with you and says, "What are you doing out of your seat?"
I ran out of ink.
Okay, take your seat again. I'll be right back. And she turns her back to a desk that is sitting in this room and mimics pulling open a drawer and grabbing some ink.
I'll leave the door wide open because she may or may not be able to affect it, and then we can see what she's doing.
Yeah.
And I'll go back to my desk.
Yep. She takes the ink, comes out, places the ink on your desk, and then proceeds to go up the east side of the room, looking over the shoulder of the invisible person sitting next to Kain. Looks over Kain's shoulders.
I'm gonna pull out the picture frame, and say, "Chandriu, can you please come speak with me?"
Well, yeah, I can come and speak with you at any time. Is there something you need? And she walks over by you.
Yes. Volek gave me this portrait to prove to you that he is very serious about leaving this building. He wants you to be at peace, and he wants you to be with him at peace.
Make a diplomacy check.
God damn it.
Did you just show her own framed photograph and tell her that Pollock gave it to you?
18.
18. She looks at it for a minute, and you see her kind of like the stern woman that has been presented here by this spirit cracks for half a second. She's like, "There's much work to be done yet before we can run." And she goes back to looking over Kane's shoulder. "Very good." She compliments you on your actual inscribing.
Undercommon? Thanks.
Yes.
What's the purpose of having the books in Undercommon?
That my orders to have the book scribed into Undercommon. They came from Bellicora. I don't know why. It's the language she chose. I would have chose something far different. It may be because the ghouls don't understand it. It may be because the Morlocks don't understand. I don't know. That's what she told me to have us do. So that's what I'm telling you to do. They're orders.
You always follow what Bellicora tells you to do?
Yes.
Nice.
Do you know how powerful she is?
She is no
I've never
more.
met the woman.
We have defeated her.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
I don't know this guy.
Hang on a minute.
Abed is
Time out.
escalating.
Because something happens if you ever say something like that. Oh, boy. Where is that?
While you're looking, I'm gonna message Kain and just like the next time she leaves the room, grab the body and drag it back into the last room we were in. 'Cause there's no way I have the strength to do that. So
Because she's.
maybe removing the body from the room will break the connection. I don't know.
You said she was scared of Bellicora, right? Like that's who.
He followed what Bellicora commanded because Bellicora was powerful.
Uh-huh.
She didn't say she was scared of her. More of a self-preservation than a fear.
Gotcha. Well, I said what I said.
Yes, you did.
Remember what he said about what happens if we're not careful on this floor?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, where is it? Oh, it's up here. Ha ha. Okay. There's a lot to read about this room. Sorry, you guys.
I'm not perfect. You guys started the fight to begin with. I'm just trying different things to get her to go away.
I mean, I think even if we didn't start the fight, she'd be doing the same
Transcribe your
thing.
book and she'll go away.
I don't think she's going away anytime soon. We're sitting here for a
Then she
while.
should send us home for the day.
Oh, no, she straight up denies you. She said she is not dead.
See? I didn't do anything bad.
More alive than she has ever been. She transverses realms. She is powerful.
You need to look. Look around this place. Go. Search for her. She is no longer here. And neither is Volek. He is waiting.
Volek is most certainly here. Volek left without me?
He is waiting for you outside.
No, he wouldn't have left without me.
He did not leave without you. He is waiting for you. He wants you to be free. Now that she is gone.
I make one more diplomacy check.
I have a +1 on diplomacy. This is not going well for me.
Are you for deception?
You are doing things that are helping you, though. I will tell you that much.
12.
12?
Mm-hmm.
She seems conflicted, but she's like, no, he hasn't left. Back to work. And she continues cycling around. She heads over to Miss Frost.
I'm going to turn around and look at everybody else and be like, a little help?
She looks at the doll on your back, Miss Frost. She says, where did you get that?
And I said, and I'll say, Volek gave it to me before he left. He wanted me to make sure that we take good care of it because he won't be able to. He's gone.
Make a diplomacy check.
Is it Volek, V-O-L-E-K?
Volluck.
Okay.
Or no, Volluck. Volek.
I'm going to start rolling utilizing a different apparatus. 6.
Volluck would not give you something that was not complete. He has no arms and legs. Clearly, you stole this from him. Back to work.
Tell the doll to speak. The doll can speak.
And so Lady Syl says, Borbo, tell her yourself.
You feel the head on the back move.
God damn it.
Yeah, Borbo, tell the truth. Tell where Wallach really is.
You coward.
You feel the head move in a different direction. He is clearly scared of her. She continues moving down. She looks at a couple of desks between you and Crew. Comes over to Crew and looks over Crew's shoulder. Very nice. And back to Abed. You need to do more work and less talk now, sir. And then continues down.
I
And she
will
goes
call
around,
after
and she
her.
goes,
Is there anything that I can do to prove to you that I am not lying?
your work?
That.
You were hired to scribe.
And Volok
Let's-
hired me.
Let's chit chat.
I
Or
will
scribble,
pull
scribble.
out 6 gold coins from my pouch and say, Volok hired me to tell you. He did not want to come down and disturb you because he had other work to do. He was in a rush. But he hired me because he knew I worked here to come down and tell you.
Come down. See, this is where I know you're lying. Because if you were going to come and find me, he would come up from where he is.
Didn't you say he was on the second floor? Or on the first?
Lab is on the second floor. His lab. You never found Volok's body. You only found his lab.
Oh,
And this proves you do not know where Volok is.
I'll say he came
And
from
now
the lab.
now you know that Volok is deeper in the dungeon. And she says, now scribe. And turns and continues walking her paces. She goes over to the door again and mimics pushing the button and walking through the door like it was closed, even though it is wide open now. She goes to the desk and sits down at the desk in there. And
All right.
Kane's gonna
Mimics
go get the
writing
body
for-
like he was told and try to bring it out of the room.
okay.
All right.
Ah.
While he's doing that,
I'd do.
I would like to switch desks to the one near the. Is there a door on the south end?
No.
Okay, then never mind. I wouldn't.
The only way out of this room was the door you came in until you found the secret door.
Okay.
Kane's gonna run down and grab.
Hang on a second. Let me do this because you guys opened this. It's just a simple room with a desk in it. And she is seated at that desk. Are you trying to do this stealthily, King?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
21.
21, yes. Very, very... With a quietness that you don't know Kain had. He walks over and picks up the skeleton and carries it. Where do you bring it?
Out the door to the top here into the other room.
Out the door to the top of the other room.
Yep.
All right.
Is it just a pile of bones with a chain shirt on it?
Yeah, pretty much. Like,
Take
in
it
fact,
to the like kind of like grab the shirt and let's just shake the bones out of it.
yeah,
Keep the shirt.
you're gonna leave like there's enough sinew to keep like the pelvis and the thigh bones with, but like the lower leg bones just kind of fall off and are left sitting there. But you get out there and you make all kinds of racket when you do that. But yes, you shake out the chain shirt, all the bones kind of fall out of it and lie in a slump. And she doesn't seem to notice at all.
Yeah.
Are you gonna stay out of this room?
Are you
then?
gonna stay out of the room?
I'll go back to my chair. And
Okay, yeah, you get back in your chair just in time as she comes gliding out and looks over the shoulder and she looks over your shoulder. Says, very good. And looks over Miss Frost's shoulder and yes. Continues on.
Miss Frost is not working very hard, but
Okay.
when she comes over, like she's like pretending like just exaggerating motions.
She seems very pleased with your work. You are working, and that seems to be all that concerns her. Like even though you're putting big like scratchy, what would be big scratchy, but there's no ink. Like all these inkwells are dry. What she's giving you guys is literally a big pile of air, so you aren't actually getting ink. But just the fact of mimicking drawing, or she seems pleased in the work you're doing.
But she's like an apparition, right? Like I can't like grab her or anything like that.
Correct. She's a ghost.
incorporeal.
Yep.
I'm gonna share
Can't
senses.
trap her, can't do anything.
Share senses with Troy and send Troy into that room to see what is on that desk.
Okay. Yeah. Sending Troy into that room. She doesn't seem to notice Troy as Troy goes.
There goes my raven. Watch him as he goes.
He goes. There's a work table covered with there's blank scrolls and papers, and that's on the east wall, that desk that she was sitting at. There's a cabinet with several closed drawers to the north, and that's all that's really in there.
Can I see what the papers are on the desk at all?
They're blank. They're blank scrolls and paper.
Laundry's done.
Yeah. I think it's going to keep doing that. Does the thing where it keeps going and like fluffing the clothes for like a half hour.
Oh, you have a fluffer?
There's a locked drawer.
Hey, you pay for the best.
There's a locked drawer on the bottom part of that desk. Yes, you were sitting next to Crew, so you probably saw the key he found. That key looks like it might fit in that locked drawer. He continues. She looks over. Crew, what are you doing specifically as she comes in to observe you?
I probably took out a dagger and I'm etching into the wood of the desk because I'm bored.
More writing. Put the dagger away. Writing. She mimics tapping the paper. Do you put the dagger away?
I'll set it down. I'm not going to put it away, but I'll set it down and pretend.
Okay.
Pretend to write again.
Abed, she comes to look over your shoulder. You see her her gaze kind of linger on the picture of Volok for a little bit.
You have not answered my question yet.
What is your question?
Do you have senses when you're doing the thing with Troy, or do you have to stop that?
I concentrate
with familiars.
I have to concentrate on it, but I would have dropped concentration once I saw nothing.
I was gonna say it wouldn't take long for him to see the observation of the room and the locked drawer. And that's all he saw. I mean, like, it's a small room, cabinet, desk, drawer. All right, cool. You come back just in time to see her looking over Crew's shoulder, tapping on Crew's, more scribbling, less carving. And then she looks, and her gaze lingers on Volok for a second.
What can I do to convince you that he sent me?
Know where he is. Know something about him. Know something about me and him. So far, everything you've told me tells me that you know nothing about us, or him, or his whereabouts. Continue working.
You are absolutely correct. I don't know where he is, and he never shared any information about your private life together. All he did was give me the money and send me to tell you. I am just a lowly scribe. Why would he share that information with me?
Didn't you? She continues looking over the shoulders of the other ones. She moves around the south side,
Mhm.
up, and then mimics touching the wall and walking through the door. And she goes and sits at the desk for about a minute.
All right, she's on a loop, guys. I'm gonna turn around and be like, we have to break this
Oh.
loop.
Okay, what can we do?
I don't know what to try to do. There's nothing to her. It's not like I can smash her.
I mean-
it's just gonna go through her.
Oh. We can probably deal damage.
She deals damage a lot quicker.
I'm gonna look.
Not if
I'm gonna
we
look
surprise her.
I'm gonna look at Crew and be like, "Yeah, you can't take much more damage there, sir."
No, but we
I'm
can deal
going
damage.
to tell you.
Get ahead of her.
I will tell you. You have everything you need, and you know everything you need to know to get everything you need to get out of this section of the level.
All right, I'll show him the. I'll
You
show
just
the
need
key,
to
and
figure it
I'll
out
be
now.
like, I'll show him the
I
key
got-
because I pulled this off the body.
I'll examine the shirt if there's anything special about it. Since I got it.
It's a finely made shirt. It's actually a +1 chain shirt.
Crew, there is a locked
Ooh.
drawer in the
Plus
desk.
one, it has a.
There's a locked
Hang on.
drawer in the desk.
There's a lock. Yeah, there's a locked drawer in the desk.
Could you distract her long enough for me to run in there?
Yes. And the next time she comes around to me, I will ask her a question about what I'm supposed to be writing.
All right. Maybe move down a little bit so that she's further away from the door.
All right. I'll move. Let's see here. I'll move down here so I'm away from the entrance.
All right. You guys are waiting there. And after about 30 seconds, she comes walking out of the room. Proceeds to... She comes out and she looks around the room and she nods and is glad everyone seems to be working this time. And proceeds to check over the shoulder of the invisible person sitting next to Kain. Looks over Kain's shoulders, compliments him on his work. Looks over at Miss Frost and nods. Happy Miss Frost is scribbling or finger painting or whatever she's doing.
Drawing with crayons like a 2-year-old.
Yep.
All right.
And continues down. She comes to Crew. Are you writing?
I'm writing, but like I'm like ready to bolt as soon as she's past me, or as soon as I feel like I can sneak through the door. So I'm like, I'm not even watching what I'm doing, so I could be making all kinds of shapes. I don't know.
All right. So she goes beyond you and looks at the next guy
All right,
and nods and works her way down.
gonna go.
You're gonna go right now. Okay,
And
make a.
as soon as
stealth check.
when I go, I'm gonna message Abed like now.
All right. And then I'll raise my hand and...
Okay, so make your stealth check, Jeff.
24.
24. Absolutely. Okay, make your diplomacy check, Tom,
So,
as you get her attention.
diplomacy, I just have a question.
Yeah. Yeah, Crew, you go right into the desk easily.
11.
Okay.
11, she comes over and she looks at you and goes, "More? Really? More?"
I have a question about what I'm writing here. I can't quite, I'm almost done. Is there more stuff? Like, I need you to check my work.
She sighs. "Crew, you have the key. You put it in the lock. It turns really easily.
Mhm.
The drawer slides open. There's a pile of papers there. There's 2 books and then several papers there.
I will grab all of it,
Okay, you grab all of that.
and I will
Do you
come back
lock?
out.
You just leave the drawer hanging open?
I'll push the drawer shut, but I'm not gonna relock it.
Okay. And leave the key in it?
No, I'll take the key.
Okay. So you push the drawer shut, grab the key, you have all the papers, you go back to your desk. Abed, you are sitting there, you are talking to her. She's looking at, she goes, "What you're doing is fine. The work you're doing is fine when you work, but you don't work. All you do is sit and talk. You talk about Volok and you talk about him wanting to run away, him coming down, sending you down to visit you. He's not in his workshop, sweetheart.
No, he's gone.
You need to learn You need to learn if you're going to lie, you got to make them convincing lies that don't contradict truth. Keep working. She turns her back and starts walking. Touches the rock on the wall and goes walking in the room and sits down at the desk.
All right. Should we go? Should we run? Should we leave?
Well, what do you got there, crew?
Just a pile of paper and books.
Well,
Not going to be
Start
able to
reading it.
inspect it.
I will
All right.
I'll move over
We
to
have a
Crew
minute. Scan it.
and grab the
Okay.
stuff from his hands.
Okay. you run over
Yeah.
to Crew. Go ahead and make contested strength checks unless you let go, Crew.
No, I'll let him have it. I just wanted to see if there was any writing that was immediately visible, like a book title or any, or what if it was a language I could even read. I'm assuming it's all going to be undercommon.
Yeah, it's all like undercommon.
Okay,
Stuff. They
then I got,
look like transcripts of stuff scribes have already made for her.
like,
He
very
Abed grabs it out of
disappointed.
your hands. Where do you go, Abed?
Back to my seat.
Back to your seat?
Actually,
Okay.
I'll move right in front of Crew.
Okay. Comes out eventually after about 30 seconds and starts making a cycle again, stopping at Kain. You're working? Yes?
Yep.
Turns and looks at Miss Frost finger painting? Yes?
Conducting an invisible orchestra.
Yeah. It comes down to Crew. What are you doing, Crew?
I'm pretending to doodle
Okay.
Just
Yep.
pictures, squares,
Pretending to
triangles.
duel. She looks over Abed's shoulder. Abed, what are you doing?
I have the paper I'm supposed to be scribing on top of the pile,
The pile? Okay.
so it's hidden.
She looks at you and sees you're working and nods and continues on and walks through around the full cycle, touches the wall and goes to sit down.
All right, I'm gonna. It's the second she turns her
What
back
would
on
you
me,
like to do?
I'm looking at all of that stuff.
Okay.
And Lady Syl says out loud, "I'm losing my damn mind, boy. What do we got in that pile?"
Once-
Looking through the pile, there are 2 books and several papers. I need a
Do you read undercommon?
Looking through it, there are several books. There is a scroll tucked away between 2 of them, kind of flattened out. And it is written in Infernal. Do any of you speak Infernal?
No.
No.
Make a society check, Abed.
22.
You know that demonic contracts are typically written in Infernal.
I speak demonic.
Ooh. This could be the contract we're looking for. Nice.
You said you speak demonic?
Yeah, I speak demonic.
I'm gonna say that's enough for you to realize that this is the contract for Corlock.
Nice.
So we have what we need. Let's get out of here.
All right. Yeah, as soon as she sits down in the chair, I'm going to go close the door.
Okay. Yep. Door closes.
Matters. Through it.
I know it doesn't matter, but
You maybe can't
Make you
see
feel better?
through it. I don't know.
yeah, I don't know. So I'll do that, and then I think we hightail it out of here.
Yeah, I would follow everybody.
And I will close the door once Abed gets out too.
Ooh. You're out. You're out. You have the contract. What do you want to do?
You see the
Um,
bits and pieces of a skeleton laying around the floor, right? Like a bit of
Yeah.
kind of a thrown torso, and
That is in a nice looking chain shirt.
Yep.
Does any? Can I
Awfully
ping?
it's awfully noisy, though. I don't think it'd be good for you.
Yeah, I think that's probably true.
Does the shirt ping at all?
It's a +1 chain shirt.
It pings. It would be. It's any
Any rune on them?
armor with a rune on it would be ping as magical.
All right.
Oh yeah, that would ping then.
Yeah, if you think that's the contract, then Crew would probably ask for it, since Crew was kind of the one who shook the demon's hand or devil's hand.
Yep. I will hand it over.
And I will give I'll give the key to Miss Frost. She seems to be the key master.
Are you the gatekeeper?
Iron desk key.
Yep.
Tiny iron key.
Tiny iron key. Ryan, if you just want to write C37 next to it in your, that'll let me know. You can say C30 because you know where you used it. That will let me know where you used it, because you have so many keys right now that every time I go and find, oh, the key from this place unlocks it, is like, did they find that key? I don't remember. I think we're getting down though to what you have that functions. So, where would you like to go? It is quiet.
There is a second door there.
Yeah.
Yes, there is.
All right.
I would actually stop the team and say, we probably need to take inventory and head back to town. If my math is correct, some of us may be running out of spell slots, and Crew, I don't know how much more crotch kicks you can take.
Yeah, without the Bravo's brew
a little
anymore, I'm
worn
like,
down, is what you're saying.
yeah, without the Bravo's brew, Crew is more like, yeah. I mean, kind of looking at Miss Frost for healing and Kain for basically the bulk of the hit points, going, what do you guys think?
All right. Well,
You guys want this one last door to finish this room? Could be a closet.
right.
Go ahead and open it. I'm fine with it.
All right.
I will
I'll check
follow
it, but
your
I'm
lead
probably
for
gonna
now.
Probably let Kain go in first, but I'll check the door.
Check the door, it's not locked.
All right. I'll tell.
I'm gonna stand
I'll
directly
tell
behind
Kain.
him, and I'm gonna prepare my fire spell.
Kain, would you like to go in here first? Door's unlocked.
Okay. I'll open the door.
Oh shit! Close the door. Close the door. Close it.
Do you close the door? You open the door and
No.
you see that. Do you close it?
No.
You hear voices from inside the room. The long shelves with several chairs drawn up to them ring this room on all sides, save for the north. Rancid stains of old blood and decay cake themselves on the shelves and floor. You hear voices, like gargling voices. They seem to be having a conversation about whether flesh ripened by the violet fungi tastes better than naturally decayed meat. They're debating back and forth. It's two voices.
I can't see anybody in there.
You don't see anyone in there, but you do. Actually, from where you're at, you likely see this guy. Let me get my selection tool here. You likely see this dude from where you're at. And similar voices to all the other ghouls you've seen down here that you're hearing. He's clearly arguing with someone. You can actually see him arguing, like he's digging around in the like bookshelves or something, but he keeps looking back over his shoulder and arguing his side that the violet fungi ripened flesh tastes much better than just naturally decayed flesh. And the other guys come back, nah, man, just the natural stuff. That's the way to go. That's the good shit. And they don't seem to pay any attention to the door that had opened. They're making a bunch of racket with the bookshelves and whatnot.
I mean, if it's just ghouls.
Do they look exactly like the ghouls we had before?
Yeah, in the room earlier. Yeah.
Well,
You do look at one point. Actually, this guy is he's going to come across the room and he's gonna get into more of a heated debate. Like they're literally debating face to face now about it. But he's got a book in his hand.
I just take a look at crew like, okay.
We
All right,
outnumber him.
hold on. So, Lady Miss Frost is gonna say, "Are you thinking we smash him?"
Yeah.
Smash him,
All
thrash
right.
him, trash him.
So then I'm gonna say, get in there and take care of him yourself, and I'm gonna cast magic weapon on his weapon.
There you go, Rick.
Becomes a +1 striking weapon, a +1 bonus to attack rolls, and the number of weapon damage dice to 2.
And
That lasts
then
for a minute.
Okay. My weapon's already +1, so that won't affect it, but I still get the extra damage die.
are you?
Target for magical weapon says one non-magical weapon.
Ooh.
Oh,
Does
so
that-
his is already magical?
Mine's already magical because I have a rune on it.
Frustrating.
Sorry.
Yeah, it does say that. Okay, never mind.
That's a
I'm
bummer.
sorry. What's
Okay.
the debate?
Non-magical, targeting a non-magical weapon with
Magic weapon.
magic
Math
weapon.
debate.
Yeah. So if the rune makes it magical, then it doesn't.
So then the question is, you're not magically weaponed up. Are you sneaking in or are you charging in?
I'm charging in. I'm
You're
using my
charging
sudden.
in.
I'm going to
you
use
want
my
me-
sudden charge.
If you're charging in, we're gonna roll initiative right now. So let's do that.
But I'm going to use my sudden charge. Okay, so
Yeah, that's gonna take action. So we need to be in initiative. But if you were sneaking in, I could argue that you got up to him but you said you're charging in. So we're gonna.
I'm
If
charging.
maybe he gets a surprise round and then
I kind of got to go first if I'm starting it.
I will allow you to sudden charge without action
Okay.
penalty, and then we'll roll initiative. That makes sense. So you get one attack. Go in and get one attack on one of them. All right, what is this? That's this one. So go ahead and move yourself up to whichever one you want to attack first, and
He will get in the doorway. The people
and
can
I
go
will
around.
actually say this guy's flat-footed for this attack because they are arguing and they have no clue. You're catching them completely off guard.
Okay.
Let's see. This.
Sudden charge. So I can do an attack with my
Yes.
hammer. 27.
That's a hit. Actually, that's a critical hit. Which this is a melee weapon. So
Yep.
it's bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning.
It wasn't a
Uh,
natural 20, did you?
Oh,
It was not a natural.
It was not a natural 20. Boo. Damn.
We'll
That
get to
would've
use
been
them
really
someday.
Yep, sooner or later.
So it
I
would
may
be
just make them crits eventually.
24 bludgeoning damage to the first one. That one. I mean, he takes a he hammers his head right into the wall. I mean, he just adds to the blood in the room. The head just
Right into the bookcase. Like it literally takes his head off and puts it in the bookcase and smashes it against the wall. So there's a pile of goo where a head should have been in the bookcase. And the body slumps. And now I need y'all to roll initiative. Oh shit.
Would I be able
fighters
to?
do.
This was good. Would I be able to roll stealth for initiative? Being surprised, or a little late after we let him go first.
Yeah, had he stealthed in, yeah, I probably would say yes, but no, it's gotta be perception right now.
That's fine.
Sorry about that.
you're
Roll
good.
initiative there, Norm.
Abed, or actually, crew, what's your initiative? Abed, roll it.
Niner.
Niner. All right.
Were you
Ooh,
calling
come
from a
on.
walkie-talkie?
Number of days.
Niner,
in a week
niner.
on Terra.
Yeah, weak on Terra. Abed,
18.
18. Kain.
24.
Kain wants to finish off the other one before anyone else gets a chance. And Lady Frost.
25.
Oh,
Ooh.
shit.
Am
Nice.
I still? Am I
My
still
last 3
slowed,
rolls
by
on the
the way?
dice have been 15, 15, and 15.
No, you're done being slowed. And you can take the slowed condition off of you. All right, Miss Frost. Kain ran in there and annihilated one. What would you like to do?
All right, so I'll sneak in 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And
Okay.
then
This guy is dead. I'll just hide him for right now. There, that guy's dead.
I'll try to disrupt undead on the other guy.
Ooh, shit. All right.
So
Do it.
that would be a 24 to hit.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Lance, yep, okay. It actually is a basic fortitude save
What's a
instead.
base fortitude save? Basic fortitude save. Okay. So his fortitude save is a. Oh, I don't need two of them. I need one. 13?
It does not save. 18 is my DC.
All right. He
So it is
fails.
also enfeebled 1.
Oh, shit.
And it's 5 positive damage.
5 positive damage. Enfeebled 1, and then I gotta look at him. His.
Did you roll 2 ones?
No, he did not apparently.
Let me see, but that sounds about right. I did, in fact, roll 2 ones. Yep,
We're gonna
sure
need
did.
you to bring some different dice next week.
I'm using the dice roller, the automated thing. So
If you want to go to physical dice, go for it. I mean,
I think I might.
seriously,
That feels right to me.
you have my permission at this point.
The only thing I'm rolling high is perception. So
You're perceiving your
All
bad
right, so-
shots.
So 5 negative. All right. All right. That your whole turn then?
yeah, yep.
Kain, to you, as Miss Frost comes in and enfeebles and damages the other standing ghoul.
I'm going to rage. I can.
All right.
And then I'm going to swing again. 19?
Get 'em.
19 hits.
Nah. 12 bludgeoning.
12 bludgeoning. Oh, he does not look so hot. He's still standing though.
Okay, second attack. 26. Rolled a
That's a
19.
critical success. I'm going to tell you don't need to roll anything. Just describe how he dies because he only has
Well,
3
roll-
hit points.
Roll it for fun.
Roll it for fun. Roll it for fun. Yes. Go ahead. Roll it for fun. Let's see
With
how
the
much
rage damage, huh?
Yes.
28.
Yeah, okay.
He never really lost his momentum from the sudden charge. He just barrels through the second guy. He's just a whirling dervish of hammers as he comes through.
Wow. Splash, splash, literally. Splash, splash. Ghoul 1, Ghoul 2. They're
Other room's
gone.
really bloody.
We are out of initiative. As you enter this room and look around this room, make a nature check as all of you as you're kind of walking in here and looking at this.
Miss Frost will
Nature.
just ping 2 just to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So would Abed.
Natural
this is-
20 plus 5.
Ooh,
On
for
your nature check?
Yeah.
Crew looking at this, based on everything you've seen and anyone that has like higher than a 17, you realize this is probably it looks like a place where anyone with ghoul fever, they'd kind of lock the doors and let them transition to ghouls in here. There's all kinds of like scraped and gouged marks in the bookshelves, and like nothing is legible or readable anymore. There's like bloody paper all over the floor and broken chair and shelves. Let's see. This is this place. And pinging in here. Let's see. You don't. Where are you?
I'm on the upper side, but
Yeah.
should encompass the entire room.
Do you stay just kind of in the middle of the room as you're pinging?
I'm doing it right here, yeah.
Put it
So
right there. Yeah, you don't pick up anything.
okay.
Yeah.
Does the physical map we have show any other passageways from this room? Trying to not be too meta here.
Yeah, it does actually. It would show one. Actually, no, it doesn't. It does not. The physical map
Okay.
does not. But I will allow you guys to search the room if you like.
Yeah, I'll do
Based on the map, you're curious.
22.
22, yeah. Going to the south wall and kind of searching around the room. One of the bookshelves on the southern wall, when you're looking through it, it like shifts and the whole bookshelf kind of falls. But all the books that are there are false books and they kind of stay hanging on the shelf. And the whole bookshelf kind of pushes in, revealing a hallway before you. And we will stop right there because it's 5 to 10.
We're leaving.
Nice.
Yeah. Do we want to continue or do we want to turn back and go get some rest? We'll figure that out next time.
Hey, this room was a room that got locked and locked people in it. It may be a safe place to lock yourself in. I don't know if you want to sleep among all the
Continue.
the ghoul
I'm sure it
damage
smells
and
great.
the 2 awful bodies that are piles of goo on the east side of the room. But
Abed would be itching to go back to essentially attune to his new toy.
new staff.
I mean, we could sleep here, technically.
So I
Yeah, but then I could get
Basically,
the
I should-
wand.
plan a trip back to town for next session.
Feels
Sounds
right.
All right. Cool.
All right.
Tommy Norman, you want to take us out of here?
I certainly can, as I vamp to get the music going back to. Okay.
I told you, this place is dangerous, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's no joke.
All right. We are Two Nerds on Quest. We are here Sunday mornings, 8:30 a.m. Central Time. Twitch.tv/TomMNorm, TOMMNORM, or bit.ly/NerdTube. That is our YouTube channel. Join us in our Discord, bit.ly/OurFunDiscord. Join us, talk about whatever, games, movies, music, all sorts of random weird shit. Share the show, let other people know that we exist. Come, have fun, join us, speak with us. Follow both channels, YouTube and Twitch. Get notified when we go live. Get notified when videos are uploaded. Yeah, the biggest thing you could do is share the show. Following is for free. Doesn't cost you a single thing to watch us. So we hope that you come. We hope that you have fun. And yeah, we just really would love to share this with more people. So share it with the ones you love. Awkward
All cool
pause.
Kids are doing it.
All right, with that being said, for me, for Rick, for Cooch, for Genius, and for Mr. DMJC, later, nerds.
I'm telling, get them.